Hi everyone, Madeline Casey, the owner of Sparkle Lifestyle and MediSpa, and nutritionist and personal trainer, and my better half,
Annick Poirier, dietitian.
This week is actually my topic. I love it. That's kind of how Sparkle started to begin with, and I'm going to talk about myself the entire time. That's awesome. You're gonna hate me or like love me after this because it's funny. Yesterday I actually, without noticing it, I posted something about cognitive therapy and how to I didn't really explain how to do it, but the whole concept of like brain and relationship with food. And I did that without realizing it, sorry, that this week's subject was like healthy relationship with food. So I think they can kind of work well together. Mm-hmm. So the first thing that I want to do before I jump up in this week's subject, we'll go over what people had for a question in our community group, the Facebook Just for Client. So the first one is Julie Renaud, and she said that because she stayed home, she felt I feel sometimes I just eat out of boredom. So I have access to so much stuff instead of when I go to work and I have lunchbox. So I think you're gonna love what I'm gonna mention later. But do you have any tip? Because that's one thing I need to explain. I'm the emotional eater. I think I have like a fat girl brain. I just need to work hard on myself. I work really, really hard to kind of, train my brain to eat different, like to think differently towards food, but it doesn't come naturally for me. Like that was years of self-help, working on it, just trying to be better. It's a year of that where Annick, my partner here, she's just what you could call the naturally thin girl. Like she's born that way. She love exercise. She eat well. She think it's cool. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, she have everything for her when it comes to that. She loves to cook. So I think it's nice to have my point of view as a fat girl in my brain and the skinny annoying girl. So I love you. Yes, I found it hard too, to be at home and having food. Like for me, it's cheese, candies. I just can't have that at home. Like I just can't. So I guess if you ask me personally, I can't have it. Like I wish I would tell you like tips how to don't focus on it. If I keep myself busy, if I keep myself happy, I think I have less like needs for it. But if it's there in my face and I'm bored and I'm stressed, I think there's no way I will resist, to be honest. So I guess I don't put myself in that situation. I don't leave it at home. I don't stay at home when I'm bored home. When I'm stressed overwhelmed, I don't stay there. I try to fix the problem. So what's the problem? I'm bored. Well, if I can find a hobby, or is there a task? Can I delegate it or something? That's how I do it. Like as me. So how would you deal with that?
Well, that point of view too was from a mom, and she's, I don't want to say stuck at home, but tends to be more at home the first year because you have your child. So I know how that feels. It's a little bit more difficult. But in that same way, I would say if you don't have to have it at home tempting you, that's even better, because every time you open the fridge and you see whatever it is, that tub of frosting, and you keep going into it, maybe can you throw it out? Can you put it all the way at the back and put your vegetables at front? Or what I do is I always try to have a healthy option of everything. So if I feel like a sweet or salty or whatever, I have a healthy of each, regardless of what else is in there. And I can just go and have the healthier version of it and kind of fix it like that. But yes, I mean, if there's a big chocolate cake waiting around, it will be harder. Yeah. And yes, keep yourself busy. So even if you're home, clean stuff, or give yourself structure. Like it doesn't mean your baby, yes, might have the head on the what's the agenda kind of thing, but for the rest of the time, maybe have a to-do list where that's what you do. You clean this or you do that, you drive someone there, you pick up this, you do that. And so there's less time of just twirling your thumbs around, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and yeah, for and I so try to stay away from those situations that really stresses me out. Like I really had to look at my schedule, and I know it's hard when you have kids, you know what I mean? You get overwhelmed. But you need to set up your environment. I think that's good.
That's the thing, and always going back to meal plans. So meal plans should be like the center of everything. So if your meals are ready, your snacks, take one day of the week, let the husband help you, take care of the kids while you do that, because that'll be your core, and your core becomes your success. If you're surrounded by your stuff that you made for meal plan and you're not scrambling last minute, then you'll be fine. You'll be eating what you prepared.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the time, keep yourself busy.
Okay. Oh, actually, I don't know, I clicked somewhere I wasn't supposed to. Someone, Christelle, said that was my problem to the minute I was bored and I had nothing to do. And she said that she tried to find something else to do. She was trying to find something else to do, cleaning, organizing her house. You know, she was trying to keep her mind busy. So I think it's a good tip too. We have someone here that say that she feels so overwhelmed with everything, and I think she's mom too, if I remember right. Yep. So that she's a new mom and she feels overwhelmed. I think a lot of people can relate to that. Everybody, like that's one thing.
I was.
Yes. And maybe I never had kids out of my belly, but I still have kids. I have like a team of 12. So those are my babies. So I feel overwhelmed all the time. So I think it's you don't know what to do. You're just doing it. There's no such thing as a balance. You just try to do your best all the time. So, and I think you need to look at this the same way. You need to do your best all the time and accept that you can't be perfect. Just do your best, okay? Like, try to reach for healthier food. Try to work out when you can. Do your best. That's so much better than doing nothing about it. Like, it's all about consistency. Like, and even maybe, I'm sure like your life is overwhelming, and then probably you're just starting this program, so that makes it even more overwhelming. But just small step.
That's it. Because every step you do, it's a step in the healthier direction. It's something that you wouldn't have done prior to do this. So everything counts on a daily basis, but it doesn't have to be perfect for it to work. And you're getting closer and closer to your goal by doing something about it, as little as it may seem. It's all those little steps that will ensure that you get closer to your goal.
Yeah. So that's exactly what I do. When I feel like overwhelmed, anxiety, like, oh my God, sit down, deep breath. Seriously, it does help. Like sometimes I don't have time to breathe. You know, take 2 seconds, like deep breathe, and just focus on it, and just maybe like put all your tasks or whatever you have to do, break it down into like a smaller, like sometimes I do that. I get really overwhelmed with like household tasks. It's something that seriously, I get anxiety over it, like seriously. So sometimes I'm just like, you know what, madam? Just go upstairs. Your first time, go upstairs, go in your closet, take the dirty laundry, go downstairs. Because for me, thinking about the whole washing my clothes, and it's been like months without doing it, it's like I can sit on the floor and cry. But if I just divide it into like smaller tasks, realistic, it helps me. So I hope this helped a little bit for overwhelming.
Yeah. See, for me, when I'm overwhelmed, is I go for a workout, but could be a different story, but that's how I can think clearly after, and then I can sort out what is more important. Because being overwhelmed, usually it's because there's too much going in the funnel. Yeah. So it's got to go reverse. So it's got to go one at a time, right? So try to sort out what's your priority first, and then get to the least, and then you feel like, okay, I got this. And once the first one's done, because that one was the most stressful or the most time pressing or whatever, all of a sudden there's a little less weight on your shoulder and you can breathe better.
Hi, Larry. Hi, Larry. Okay, the next one. Okay, so we have another client that she was up 3 pounds today. She was down 6. So anyway, so I guess there's a lot of up and down. And I think she went for her parents for 4 days, and that came back to a boarder room. I think she was bored or whatever. So a little bit of yo-yo dieting here, as you can see. I guess for me, it's there's two things. It's you stick to your meal plan, and then you go on vacation or you're out of your comfort zone, and you kind of let yourself loose a little bit. When I travel, and I travel a lot for work, I could say that, oh, well, I'm in the airport today, so I'll have wine and chips and Skittles, and, you know, sometimes I do. But, you know, I always bring, like, I'll do wraps, I'll bring nuts, I'll bring something. So at least I don't set myself a failure. Like, I set myself for success. So it's the same thing when you go at your parents or you go away. Like, always try to have, like, plan it, like, option. Do a grocery when you get there. Like, be a good, like, guest. Bring, you know, like,
bring food.
Bring food. Hey,
yogurt,
I did. Yeah,
almonds, eggs.
I brought you soup.
Rice
I brought
cakes.
Yeah. Rice cake. We
They'll
have
they'll be happy.
Yes. So, you know, become that awesome guest that bring their food, and maybe you just been, hey, I'll do supper tonight. You know, like, you become the hit right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so maybe try to see it that way, like more positive thing. And again, you did it. Whatever happened, you need to learn from it. So, okay, well, I had a bad 4 days, well, back in the healthy wagon, and you need to look at it. So next time that you do that, how can you improve? So I think mistake, failure, fell off the wagon, it's actually really healthy as long as you're learning from it and you change that behavior for next time.
That's right. Absolutely. It's actually probably where you learn the most.
Yes.
Because when everything goes right, you're like, But until you hit a wall, and how you go around that wall makes you more resilient.
Yeah.
And the next time you'll be more confident that you can make it too. So you won't stress out if you go away for a few days, because if you're able to manage it,
yeah,
that's better.
No, I agree. So learn from it and it's all good. Everything will be fine. So that's, we had other question, but I think that was kind of the one related to today's topic about a healthy relationship with food. And my next point that I wanted to mention, we have that new program. It's not really a challenge. It's more like a program. It started November 27. It's called Skinny Brain, and it's all about what we're just talking about. And actually, I give actual plan and homework and exercise, so you actually get like tools and get practice how to really change those behaviors. I just wanted to know that if you're already a member of a group, like you bought the 12 weeks, and that's one of the main reasons I'm doing this that way. So everybody's kind of put together in one Facebook group. As long as you're a client of us, it doesn't matter which program you're doing. It's either the Moncton NB, the nutrition one, the skin, it doesn't matter. So everyone kind of get the benefit while they're there. They get the video of all the subjects. So it's more information, the better. You don't necessarily get the worksheet or the meal plan or whatever is going on in each program, but at least you get those videos. So I think it's awesome help. So don't think that, oh, there's a new challenge, oh my God, which one I want. Well, you can kind of do both until your 12 weeks is out. Then you can kind of resubscribe in the group, and you know, but it's kind of case by case. But everything is online. If you want to look into that, we won't go over the detail of the payment plan, but that's an option if you want to be. Oh, that's an interesting new program. So I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on with that. That's a new program that I'm adding to that. It's like the mommy, you know, they're sharing all their stuff because everybody is overwhelmed. So today's topic, it's all about cognitive therapy. And again, for that, I have a little bit note in front of me, so it's a little bit easy to follow. I'm really using this book. I'm sorry, it's it's in the back. Oh, you can't really see it. It's called The Big Diet Solution. It's the first book I ever read about cognitive therapy. She's a psychiatrist, and she was using cognitive therapy for depression. And so she's talking about that whole concept, and that really changed my mind. So I cannot take credit for what I'm going to, because I'm going to sound really professional, but yeah, it's all coming from Judith Beck, and she's the one that gave me my awesome knowledge and my own experience, because I mentioned it before, I have a fat brain. I'm the one that have like, don't like eating, don't like cooking. So I had to kind of learn to seriously train my brain to be thin. I had to do it myself. And I think Anik is an awesome, because she's that natural skinny brain. I think we can help you with that. So I wanted to share today 8 categories of self-sabotage thought. And sabotage thought or self-sabotage thought are like what your brain automatically go to when there's a situation and it set yourself to failure. Mm-hmm. So see what when she's like overwhelmed and stressed, she needs to go to the gym. Like that's no, I want to cry, eat chip, and stay in my bed. Like that's what it is. So that's the reality here.
Yeah.
So see, I have tendency naturally to get a little bit fatter. While you get skinnier when you're stressed, I get fatter.
Yeah.
So that's
so true.
Yeah, it's true, eh? Bon. Okay. So that's why you need to understand. Naturally thin person are not naturally thin. They just see food and life in general different than people that struggle with weight loss. And I think when you start getting that whole concept, things can change for you. Okay? And you need to be honest with yourself. Which brain are you? I'm a fat brain. You're a skinny brain. We need to work with both. Okay? She doesn't handle stress as well as I do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's just, everybody's different. But this is it. So I'm going to talk about, because obviously, I'm going to talk about all the 8 main sabotage thought that people have, and actually how to kind of switch it to a more skinny way of doing it. So the first one is people that have a fat brain usually confuse hunger and desire to eat. So, and I can 100% relate to that. Before, as soon as I was hungry, like a little tiny thing, or sometimes not even, I think it was just like saying that I was hungry. It's the end of the world. Need to eat, could not concentrate at all, just could not function. I need to eat. I was getting cranky. Like I remember like not even able to do blood tests because I didn't eat, like seriously. But bad like that. Okay. So, and people that are actually like skinny brain, it's okay. Like I'll eat like in a couple hours. Like I won't die. Like seriously, no one died because they didn't eat for an hour or two. Mm-hmm. Seriously, there are people that goes away like without 8 hours of eating. No one dies from that. You know, everybody survived. So that's my number 1 point. I don't know if you had anything to relate to that.
It's a little bit like that, but to me, I find because I'm very structured too, so I'm always prepared because I bring food with me, and I know, I guess I don't focus on it as much because I know it's coming, so it's actually for me one thing less to worry about. Yeah. So when I bring food, I always bring a lunch back with me, even on the weekend when I don't work, I still bring it with me because it's something else I don't have to think about, and I see more food as fuel rather than a source of pleasure. I mean, food is great, but
yeah. So see, you see the difference right there. Okay, you have a low tolerance for hunger and craving. Same thing. If not anymore, but I remember, like as soon as I was looking at a bag of chips and it was just taking 100% of my focus, could not focus on everything else, on nothing else, just could not resist to it. Like, and I think you need to understand that hunger and a craving is not an emergency.
That's right.
Like,
so true.
They'll go away. Seriously, if you crave like something, it's either that it's there, and then if you just change your focus a little bit, think about something else, you'll probably forget about it. Okay, seriously, like try it. Like, and I did that a whole lot for one of my tips to kind of fix this issue. I would say I'll have that chocolate bar in 10 minutes. I'll have it. Like I would giving myself the permission to have it in 10 minutes, But until then, I had to wait 10 minutes and do something. And it was usually, I think I told myself I need to go for a walk, for a 10-minute walk, and actually break 10 minutes. And I was allowing myself to take the chocolate bar after. And seriously, like 9 times out of 10, I would have met someone outside, start talking, and the chocolate bar never even happened. So you need to trust yourself a little bit more. Like, just seriously, change your mind, just do something fun, and allow yourself to come back and have it. But, does that work for candies? Yeah, you just have like a self-discipline issue, Brad. That's my boyfriend, by the way. But yeah, change your focus. Focus on something else.
Yep. Or stick to your meal plan. Stick to the plan you had.
Yeah, that see? Heard it from Annick. Stick to your meal plan. She told you. Okay, sorry.
But it's true. If you're not hungry, it's often easier. But if you're starving or if you don't have food, and then somebody else brings, I don't know, like a cinnamon roll or something that smells delicious and cinnamony, obviously it's going to be much harder because you're literally hungry. But if you're already eating and somebody else brings that but you're not hungry, you're like, no, I'm good.
Okay, so some people actually, no, I would say you fool yourself how much you eat. Okay, so some people, maybe you don't get that one, but I do get it. Like, oh, it's not bad, it's okay. Like, I can have that one. Like,
I hear it a lot.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, you just think that I'm healthy, I'm okay, just one
Or
bite.
my pet peeve is actually when someone says, well, I went to the gym every day this week, so I earned it.
Yeah. That's a big one. Yeah. Or when I say that, like, okay, you need to eat it. I eat that and that, but no, I'm not talking about a healthy food. It's all the candies and the junk on top of it. So I think it all comes to awareness, self-awareness. Be honest with yourself. Like, seriously, because if you're not aware about yourself and you just you're lying to yourself, you won't benefit. Like, seriously, if you're overweight, I'm sorry. Something's wrong. Like, I never in my entire career, and I've been kind of a nutritionist for long, no one came to my office telling me I'm overweight because I eat too much carrot and chicken. Never heard that. So you need to really look at what you're doing and
and be honest, for sure.
Yeah. Question from my worker: what if you just eat to eat with no comfort or desire, just sad to eat? Sorry, I can't. Could you repeat?
And the question is what if you just eat to eat with no comfort or desire? You just eat to eat.
Okay. I can read that question in 2 different ways. There's some people that need to eat just to eat, so that's actually really healthy. And there's other people out there, like I was. We eat just to eat, and just that by itself, it's a self-sabotage. It's called, it's actually it's a form of eating disorder, and you're using food as a numbing agent. It's like an alcoholic drinking. It's binging. It's almost like a numbing feeling. So I don't know if that's what you mean, but that's the 2 ways I can read it.
Yeah.
So there's 2 ways.
There could be, depending on what it means too. I know some people come to me at first and they say, I never feel my hunger.
Okay.
And sometimes when you dig a little further, it could be because either they've tried some very Austin B. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But I was just going to say, if you went on, let's say, a pretty drastic diet of some sort where you kind of crashed your metabolism for, let's say, 2-3 months, then you've kind of numbed the hunger. You're ghrelin, like your receptors in your brain are actually kind of sleeping, and they're not telling you when you're hungry or not. But that can be fixed and twitched, and again, your body's meant for you to feel like a hunger. That's why your hormones are there. But you do have to do things to bring it back. But I've seen some people where they're like, well, I don't know when I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
That can be changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since she mentioned that it was about option B, it kind of brings me back to that numbing feeling, or it's actually, I seriously been there. It's a self-sabotage type of way. So I guess that brings me really back to that self-awareness, and not really, you're not lying to yourself because you're aware enough that you do that. So I think that's awesome, but you need to sit down and kind of look at your life. What's missing, or what's going on, or
What's a trigger?
Because there's obviously something that missing or going on. For something like that, I would actually, you can do that by yourself like that, but maybe you would probably like need to have someone to kind of look at everyone just to make sure that, like, talking, I think, about something like that is actually very good. Yeah, very good. I think it's an awesome question, because I 100% relate to that, because I was that girl where I'm just,
that's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. Okay, well, but I will skip that one because we'll be here until tomorrow.
Okay.
You comfort yourself with food. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's your happy place.
Yes.
Blankie.
Yeah, blankie is just comfort. I think that's probably like the number one comfort food. It brings us back to, when we had treat with our parents, because we were in this society that when you're happy you eat, when you're sad you eat, when you're whatever feeling you eat about it. Sorry, pop up everywhere. I'm popping. Okay. Okay. I'm sending her away. Yeah, and actually tell your friend to. Yeah, she's sending her away. I'm glad if I can help, actually.
I think it's.
So. Yes, like a comfort food. So I guess for me it's a little bit of self-awareness, what's going on in your life, and you need to find ways to reward yourself without including food. So I think that's a big thing here. I'm trying to say, like, I changed that a lot. So for me to change my life, what was bothering me, why I was stressed, why I was it really changed everything for me. But now sometimes I find, I was doing that when I was like tired and exhausted, and now I just go to sleep.
There you go.
I just watch Netflix in my bed,
fall asleep.
I think, but seriously, that's my comfort now. Like, I'm happy with my bed, with my book, something I wasn't doing before.
That's it. It's getting to know yourself. What suits you other than with food?
Yeah.
And same with me. I love to reward myself. I think rewarding ourselves is part of success, because you need to tap yourself on the shoulder for the good things you've done. It's just not with food. So, but for me, it's usually something new for the gym. But it works. I know.
Skinny brain.
But it's true, because if it's a new pair of sneakers, man, I can't wait to, a new bra, a new top that matches with the pants or whatever. I get all excited about the little things. So for me, but it's also an incentive to get to the gym, or a big gym bag that I can really fit everything in. It's strong, it's sturdy. I'm not grabbing a gazillion of things at the gym. Like, it's to make my life easier.
Yeah.
Right. Or I like to reward myself, because I'm very busy. So I like to take time and I call one of my best friends, and I go for coffee, or I go for a movie, or we chit chat. And to me, that's about reward right there.
I have like a comment. If you can't see it because it's that one part is locked, but she was saying that she would have totally someone to prep her work, like to plan everything.
Prep the meals,
and I would do that too, I swear.
Hire a cook. Maybe that's something else we should start.
Yeah, we should start that here.
Sparkles on wheels.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I love that.
That'd be awesome. She would be like awesome cook.
I would love that. I'm in.
Well, comment right here if you want a sparkle meal prep. If you want that service, might look
I'll bring you meals.
I'll cook for you. And one thing actually I wanted to take, because at the speed we're going, we need to cut this video short because there's tons of other points that I wanted to bring out. But I think a lot of people at the end focus on it's not fair. Like, it's not fair that you like working out it's not fair that I'm fat, or just whatever. That's what it is. That's what it is, and you need to accept it. Everybody's different, and I wish, I don't know, like, I think I'm getting really comfortable with myself. Like, I wish my English would be better. I wish I had any kind of, you know, I wish I could talk right, you know, but I can't. I do my best, and it's good enough. But I'm good at other stuff, and
just trying to be better too. Like, every day, just try to go, you know, a little bit more towards your goal. But you never have to be perfect. No one is. No one is.
No.
And at the end of the day, it's not a race. It's your life. It's your health. But what you do every day now, you know, you'll reap the rewards later on with your health.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's how I keep myself doing the decisions that I take every day, is that I want to be able to enjoy my retirement. I'd love to be a grandmother someday.
Mm-hmm.
To me, those things are important to me. So I do the best that I can to take care of my health now, so I can reap the benefit later. So to me, and then I can have a healthy career because I love what I do.
Yeah.
And if I don't take care of my body, I won't be here to help anybody.
Mm-hmm. And I think you made a really good point, where I think a lot of people with struggling with weight loss or weight gain or whatever, I think they focus too much on actual weight.
They focus too much in the now.
Right
now,
yeah.
How they feel, pants are tight. That's all they can think of.
Yeah. They just think about, they focus on their weight where you focus on your health.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So whatever decision that you're making are geared towards a skinny body. Okay? But it's not focused on wait, what I look like, my pants, oh my god. You know what I mean? Where that get a little bit overwhelmed, like, just not healthy at all.
Mm-hmm. And I find, frankly, it's a waste of time to panic for those things, because I mean, I'm no different. My weight can fluctuate 5 pounds, whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, I really don't care what my weight is how I feel, because, and I know once I come back to, one time I went on vacation for 3 weeks, right? When I came back, of course, my body felt different. Did I panic? No, because I knew I was going to go back to my normal schedule, my normal life. It was just a matter of time. But at no point during the vacation did I ever feel bad about it. We still moving, we kept eating healthy and whatnot. And when I came back, I didn't dwell on whatever was going on. As I got right back to what I had to do was get on my meal prep, get to the gym, get the family ready, focus on the big stuff, rather than dwelling on that and using that as a negative energy. And then you can't do anything. You can't get to the, you know, like, it's, stop wasting time. Get on with it.
Yeah.
Use that energy as fuel, and go run it off somewhere on the treadmill, or be useful in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. No, I think it's awesome. And the last point that I want to mention really quickly, some people will get to their meal plan following it to a T, so that all or nothing attitude, good for them. They'll have the results, but then bang. The meal plan is done. They're happy. They get back to their old habit, and bang, the weight come back. And we have some clients like that, or I'm sure you know tons of people that been on that, you know, like they're all or nothing, and then they think that they can get back to their old habit, or slowly they get back to their old habit and their weight creep back up and you gain more. So that's like my last categories for today, but there's a whole lot of people that are in that category. They're just focused and then out of it. And that's another problem, because you don't want to get there and then you gain everything back. So I think the difference between people that actually achieve their goal and the one that achieve it but then gain the weight back, it's probably the one that get their weight back, only focus on that meal plan, didn't change any kind of lifestyle, they didn't do any kind of self-awareness, they didn't change what was going on wrong in their life, they just did it, versus the one that actually will maintain that weight loss. They actually change how they see food, how they see the whole eating healthy, exercise. They really change something, and they will keep those change forever, not just at 12 weeks or a couple of weeks after or something like that. So what you need to be on a plan, or whatever you're doing, you need to do it forever. So I don't know if you have anything to add to that, but
No, other than that, it could be maybe if someone, often I find when there's not an upstream, but something in the way of people's success, it can be an environmental thing too as well. So maybe ask yourself, how can you change that environment, whether it be a stressful workplace that you really don't like. Well, can you apply somewhere else? Can you change your job? Is it a coworker that's not, or is it the problem? Is it at home? And those things are hard, and it doesn't mean you're going to find a solution right away, but to at least acknowledge them. And then try to find some way somehow to get out, so that next year you're not in the same pot again, dwelling on the same problem, because guess what, you're always going to fall back into. And because in my experience too, yes, sometimes food can be a problem on its own, but often there's a trigger to that, and then food just becomes something you can control too. So,
so it kind of resume what we had to say today. Actually, there's other points. We just don't have time to go over them. But I hope this really helped people. And this whole theory is part of that train your brain. So actually, you can have a better idea of what that program, what type of like work that you'll have to do. I hope it really helps. And I think you get like a lot of help just with the discussion we had today. I feel like I had something else to say, but just forgot. So keep sending your requests over, question. Like share comments. It's awesome. We love them. And that's it for this week. Bye guys.
Bye.
See you next week.